Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. It is time to play with a mess on my desk. And if you are watching the replay, hello and welcome. And thank you so much for spending some time with me. Hi, Mona and Maria, who's going to lurk while she paints, and Janet, who is checking in from a work day that I know is always crazy busy. So I appreciate that. How are you guys doing today? What are you up to? How goes the cross stitch? Janet, Mona, how's that grandbaby, huh? That's got to be taking up a lot of your time, right? Sorry if this is a little too familiar. I didn't really have the energy to do something new. I'm taking a class right now, and it's like all my creative energy is going in that direction. Hey, Dina, how are you doing today? What are you working on? Hopefully everybody can see me and hear me okay. Everything is wonderful. Nice. I like hearing things are wonderful. We're getting some of your smoke, Janet. They've got us under smoke advisory down here for the next few days. Hey, Lori, how you doing today? What you up to? I have no plan other than there's so much stuff on my desk. All my little, containers are full, so I got to start using some of this stuff up. Hi, Diane. Welcome. Happy to have you join us today. Mona, you haven't been able to see the baby. That's too bad. Hopefully you'll be able to go soon. Oh, Janet, you had a clean air day. That's awesome. Dina is trying to assign some postal codes to a website for shipping. Ugh. The shipping stuff is so frustrating. Hey, Midge, how you doing today? Work is very stressful, or everything is very stressful, Lori. Yeah. Hugs to you. Well, my problem is my brain is going 900 miles an hour with so many ideas, so many things I want to do. And I just, I got to remember that I'm not 30 anymore. I'm not 40 anymore. I'm not 50 anymore. I don't have that kind of energy. But my brain doesn't know that. My brain keeps going like crazy. Hey, Shelby, you're working too much, so you haven't had a chance to join, but I'm glad you stopped to say hello. Hopefully you're getting the chance to do some crafting that you enjoy. So I don't know whether these things are going to become clusters or be something bigger that goes on a page, but I just really wanted to, and I got to thread some needles. I meant to do that ahead of time. I said, I got to empty some of this stuff off of my desk. There's just too much of it. Yeah, shipping is just, it's such a pain. I'm trying to get my stuff together for a sale. Oh, napkins. Yesterday I sorted napkins. Let me make me smaller so you can see this stuff better. Let's see. There we go. Work is stressful, but life is good. Well, that's good. Yeah, I'm destashing napkins. I think I have like 700 napkins. So I need to find a reseller that wants to maybe buy the bulk lot because I do not have the energy to package them all up individually. Empty all the goodies into your mailbox. Is that it? Well, Lori, now that you're home from work, hopefully now you can do something that you really want to do. Napkins, yeah, so many napkins. I have to count them. I sorted them yesterday so that I could put all the like ones together and kind of get a feel for what went where. How many, like so that all the same ones are together, and then I could count and see if I can, like I said, try and bulk sell them. Crafting, yes. Let's try and not damage my fingers too much. Oh, and you're off tomorrow. Ooh, Laura, you're going to get lots of playtime then. Let's see here. I should thread a needle. Let's let's just do and I have all the fussy cuts. So the probably 700 napkins I have does not include all the fussy cut napkins, the hundreds and hundreds of them. So yeah, Susan was a little crazy. Obsessive personalities and craft supplies. Wow, it's a dangerous combination. Appointment at the Cancer Center tomorrow, but after that, craft room all day. And that will be exactly what you need after that, right? Exactly what you need. Hey, Journey, haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're doing good. You've been busy making awesome stuff. I'm so excited, guys. I found a third one of my little needles, my favorite needles. I have no idea what these things are, but I now have 3 of them, 2 that are perfect and 1 that is bent, but I can still use. All right. Oh, and I got a thread on it, so that's never going to go through. Jude, hello, sweetheart. How are you? Are you on your way to work? Are you home? Are you guys not working now? You guys in lockdown? What is up? I have missed you, girlfriend. Here for 10 minutes. Okay. I miss you. How is it going there? Hey, Terry, there's my girl. Oh, man, I got to destroy some of these things before I stitch them down. I can't just stitch them down the way they are. Are you getting any time to art at all lately, Jude? Or are you just so busy working? Thank you, dear. I'm finding my zone lately. Finding my zone. Jude is my bestie on the other side of the universe. Too dang far away. That's all I can say. Too dang far away. She needs to be right next door. Or I need to be next door to her. We need to live half the year in each side, right? Half the year in each hemisphere. That would work. Terry, I saw that and you had a good suggestion. I think that sewing the paper to the fabric you're going to transfer it to would work really well. You got distracted by what, Lori? Oh, the link to my Etsy shop. Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff to get finished to get in there. I really need to I'd like to hire some help, somebody that knows how to do just some basic graphic stuff to make my listings for me and get things together. I need to hire an admin. Hey, Nettie, how are you doing today? I saw that recent picture of your handsome boy. He's getting so big. All right, I'm liking the way this one's coming together. It needs a little something else. What else do we need? I got so many things in these little piles here. There's just too many. Seam Ripper is your buddy, right? Seam Ripper is my best buddy now. I used to think it was funny that I had so many seam rippers because I kept inheriting them with needles and thread from family members, and now I'm so glad because I have them all over the place. Needs more. It needs more stuffs. Where's my? Can add a little bit of fiber. Terry has a request. What is Terry's request? I would be lost here on Wednesdays without Terry, since Jude's had to work so much and hasn't been able to help us out with the mod things. Jude put up the link to the Facebook group, so hopefully if you guys aren't already a member, you will join us over there. I think we're just shy of 350 people, and I am just a few people shy of hitting 8,000 subscribers, which just kind of blows my mind. He'll always be your baby. Oh, that's sweet. They are, no matter what, right? My baby's going to be 39 next week. I cannot believe it. My other baby was what, 40, just 41? Whew. All right, let's give this guy a little more oomph. All right, I like that. What's your request, Terry? How can we help you out? All right, Jude, happy to see you here, however briefly. Love you. Hugs to the hubs. Terry needs Instagram links. Terry, those of you that don't know, Terry keeps an awesome list of all your YouTube channels and Etsy shops. Did Cindy? Hey, Cindy. Welcome. I'm so glad that you were able to join us today. Hope you are having an awesome Wednesday. So Terry is the one that, keeps all your links posted. It's one of the perks about coming to the lives is, getting all your social media stuff shared here. Well, at least I guess it's a perk. It's a perk as far as I'm concerned. So Terry is looking for your Instagram link. So if you are here today, let her know what your Instagram links are so that she can find you. She's learning her way around Instagram. So Cindy, I am just playing with all my mess on my desk today. What are you working on? These are not planned to go into it. Well, I shouldn't say that. They are sort of planned for one project. Some of them are planned for one project. Hey, Sharon, good morning to you. You just missed Jude. Diane says she's thinking about getting a Cricut Joy Portable. Hey, Darcy, how you doing today? Does anybody have the Cricut Joy Portable? I just got a Cricut heat press. I'm excited about the heat press, but I don't want the other stuff. Anybody have any ideas? Hey, Shauna, there you are, girl. Shauna's going to go live a little bit later today. Oh, Laura, you got so distracted, huh? So distracted. Anybody here have any of the Cricuts? You need Abby. Abby seems to have all the machinery. I don't even have a embossing machine, cutter, anything like that. Oh, Darcy says she's got the Cricut Joy, but is still figuring it out. It's her first Cricut. Ah. You need one for fussy cutting? And Terry, what do you have? I know you got something for fussy cutting. Sharon's got a Cricut Explorer Air 2. Terry has a Maker, and she loves it. That's one of the great advantages. You can also, if you're in the Facebook group, post over in our Facebook group about it, and people. We might have a few more people there. Oh, I like this a lot. Okay. Whoops. I didn't get everything. Oh, there we go. I won't consider these done until I see what project they're going into. At that point, I might add something behind it. I might add some sticks. I don't know, but I said this is just trying to. I like that. That's what I wanted. Looks like something that the fairies got their clothes caught on the branches of the forest as they were running. Sharon says the maker looks fabulous. It was brought out after I got mine, unfortunately. Always the way. So Cindy, you are a photographer. All right, let's see. This is an awful big piece of lace. We don't need all of that. Yeah, it's interesting. The things that get posted on Instagram, sometimes it's the same as what we see on Facebook, but the conversations sometimes feel like they're different. So I like that. So Terry says there's much to learn, but I really like designing fussy cuts and hope to have matching crafting paper packs. That's awesome. See, look at how much nicer. The one half of the same piece of lace, and I just like this one so much better. All right, and we need some color. This. When you work small, it takes forever to use these things up. It really does. So anybody have any crafting dilemmas lately that they want to discuss? Any things they're trying to figure out besides which Cricut to buy? Been playing with some different techniques. Hope to have some different videos up. I really was excited to find the image transfer to be able to use my laser printer since I don't have an inkjet. Although Andrea, Artie Mays, told me the other day that she uses repositional adhesive and prints on her laser printer, so I might give that a try. But I was happy to have the transfer. Got a few ideas on how to add some random images to fabric that's already got other marks on them. Yeah. Netty's saying, I hope that I can find parts for the Cricut expression. Here's broke. That looks better. That is really white, but I didn't bring any inks out here. And whose YouTube channel? Whose are you looking for? Janet's? Sharon's. Oh, Sharon's YouTube channel. Yes. Terry will get to it. Lori would like the link to Sharon's YouTube channel when you have a chance, please, Terry. So somebody gave you that Cricut, and now you need to get some parts for it. Sharon, what are you working on today, or what are your plans to work today once you wake up a little bit more? I want some stuff that's more color. That'll work. And of course, we'll have all these threads that'll pile up on the desk afterwards, and my little thread thing's going to get even fatter. But I have a plan. I have a plan besides cordage. You know, you just keep layering stuff and things just get better and better the more you layer up there. At least that's my opinion. The more you layer, the better it gets. I got to find some more of this fabric. Anybody that knows fabric really well, this was like lining inside a dress I bought at Goodwill ages ago. And it's got really open weave, almost like a cheesecloth, only firmer. So I need to find out what it's called so I can buy some more. Sharon says, I'm working on cards for the exhibition. I'm not sure this mask making things is for me. It's giving me creative block. Yeah, it's hard. I agree. As I've been cleaning up the studio this week and seeing a lot of the mask making, I'm realizing it's not as much my thing either. But some people really like it, especially the people that, you know, are able to work a lot faster and they're working on journals and stuff. So I'm curious if anybody has techniques that they are wanting to learn or learn more about. Kind of trying to make some plans for some future videos. All right, let's keep adding this to this. This, yeah, here we go. There's Lori's channel. Terry, you are awesome. Hope you guys go check out Terry's Etsy shop, since she's so great at supporting all of you. Need some fuzzies. Nettie's craft room's getting close to done, getting organized, rearranging, putting up more shelves. That's terrific. When you can find stuff. Yesterday, I had like this light bulb moment. It's just so silly. For some reason, I had stored some paper in the fabric closet. I have no idea why. And I moved it out by the rest of the paper in the studio. And it was just like everything fell into place. Then I had room in the carts for more of my dyed fabrics. I've been dyeing so much fabric lately, and I'm kind of excited to be able to find things a little bit better. My nails are, there we go. Just trying to separate this jute. So there is Terry's Etsy shop, Lucid Lizard Jewelry, and she's over on Instagram too. And she, of course, is in our Facebook group. In our Facebook group, we do have, there's posts there where you can add your links to all your social media places too, so people can find you. You'll even have a mini fridge in your crafting space. Wow. If I was redesigning mine, I would have a sink. I would have a sink in mine. This house is small enough, though, I can't rationalize anything like that. All right, let's see. This one's going to go on top of there. Now we need something else on top here. Let's look in here. You know, no matter how much room we have, we're always going to want more, right? We're never going to be completely satisfied. At least I don't think I am. Something really dark, I think. It's I try and not pull green into it. Maybe just a little snippet of this. So I can also come back later and add some beads. Yeah, the room to where to store all the mask making. Yeah. I actually have a hard time when I am not selling, if I'm not doing anything, big to sell, trying to figure out where to store all my excess stuff. All right, it's a good thing I have extra needles now because I need a different colored thread. Lori says I need a room just for fabrics, Etsy orders. Yeah. Because I just making that little change in the fabric closet and moving the paper out. Huge thing, but lots of destashing going to happening. I mean, the napkins, literally, it's the stack of napkins that I have to sell is probably about 2 feet high by 2 feet wide, easily. And I've got to get out to the garage and tackle the mess that's out there. So I've got all my dried plants and plant materials. Let's see, we'll add a little bit of this color, not much. It just needs just a touch, and then maybe some threads. There we go. I like that one. I don't know. It's just so much we enjoy having close at hand. I want something else long behind there, maybe. If you win the lottery, you're going on a major shopping spree. And how? Whoops. That was a neat trick. Let's move that out of the way. And this is kind of, I don't know if this is going to cooperate with my seam ripper. Let's see. It's kind of rolled over on itself. Hello, Michelle. How are you today? I loved your little Just Because book. You'd have a crafting house. Well, our whole house feels like it is. My husband is so indulgent. I got stuff everywhere. But, since they're just doing name-based searches, I would say his office and our bedroom is about the only place that's safe. Since we live in, fire areas here, we did talk about what we would change, if we, heaven forbid, lost the house. I know more about how I would redesign my space just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. All right, let's see. Is that what I wanted? Oh, maybe if I fold it there we go. Yeah, I just want a little bit more at the bottom. Hopefully I'm going to catch everything there. Save enough for an RV and the rest might be crafty goodies. Whoops. I used to go camping in an RV. I used to go camping in a cab over camper when I was a lot younger. I don't know that I'm quite getting everything on here. Shauna, what are you going to do later today? I saw the post and then I had to get over here. I missed it. What are you going to work on? Watercolor stuff or something else? I've been making some really pretty papers lately. TV would be a portable craft room. Hi, my book embellishments. If you said hello earlier and I didn't say hello back, I'm sorry. Thank you. Yeah, this is just my way of using up all my mess on the desk. Hello, Nellie and Ruth Designs. I'm glad you're here for a little bit. We'll take you whenever we can have you. Always happy to have you join in. I do not think this is very well stitched down. I got to figure out how to get it through all the areas. Lori, feed the crazies so they'll leave you alone so you'll have more time to craft. Get the chicken. I do not have an Instapot. However, I have a husband that cooks, so that's probably the next best thing, right? Let's see. Yep, I'm liking that one. That one almost looks like Halloween with that rusty fabric there. Now, of course, if you don't want to stitch, you could do these with little bits of glue. Janet says, my daughter refers to her family as the people I live with. All right, we got one. It is night in the UK and you just joined. My book embellishments, do you have a name you want us to call you by? Yeah, it's close to an Instapot, Nettie. That's Lori says, I do not have a husband who cooks unless it's on the grill. Yeah, I'm really fortunate. We figured this out very early in our relationship, that I am much better at cleaning up messes and making messes than I am at cooking ones. Hey, groovy chick cat. Don't cook unless it's on the grill. Yeah. I have a couple things I can make, but I'm not like fabulous at it. This thing I had laid out and not stitched. So no husband. So you're stuck. You got to do it yourself or do takeout. My son does a lot of takeout. He can make one chicken dish because he's single. He make one chicken dish and kale, which is the only vegetable he'll eat. And otherwise it's takeout for him. My husband loves to cook. He thinks it's very relaxing, which to me it's very stressful. So if you guys haven't already posted your Instagram handle, Terry is collecting Instagram handles for people. These are the little strings from tea bags. And whenever I've got leftover color, I pop some in the color. Your husband doesn't cook regularly, but he does laundry. Yeah, see, I do the laundry, so my husband can do the cooking. It's nice if you share, the household duties. It doesn't have to be gender-specific duties. It's just nice if each person does a little bit. Wow, Kat, your nearest takeout is about 40 miles. Ouch. That would be a bit of a drive. Your husband does the cooking and you can do the fussy cutting. That's terrific. All right, I'm going to add those. I might need a little bit of lace, and this piece is way too long, so I don't know that I'm going to keep that big. Maybe. I think it's too big. It's still larger than I normally go on these, but let's take it slightly apart so we can fray some stuff. No straight edges, right? So, Kat, whereabouts do you live that you are in the middle of nowhere? As long as you love it, you know, that's all that matters. That is all that matters. My book Embellishments is over on IG under the same name. This still feels a little long. Central Oklahoma, about 2 miles from the Red River. Oh, sounds marvelous. And what type of arts and crafts do you enjoy doing? Hand stitching it together. Diane, did I miss something? I don't care how ragged this stuff gets. The more ragged, the better, as far as I'm concerned. But my little piles in my containers are not going down. Okay, no problem. My book embellishments. Totally appreciate that. All right, this, like that at the bottom. Oh, yes, I am hand stitching. So both of these have been hand stitched together. Sometimes once I see where I'm going to use them, depending on what I'm doing with them, I might put like a little dab of Fabri-Tac behind something just to be sure, but I'll do more hand stitching when I decide where they're going to go into. Kat says, apparently I like collecting stuff to make stuff. I'm getting better about making stuff though. Yeah, I think we're all big magpies, right? We all love to collect all that, the good stuff. I mean, I told my husband many times, I'm sure that in another life, I must have been a merchant of some kind because I just love to collect things. And then my interests change, hence the reason I have so many freaking napkins. And then, you know, it's okay. But I figure, you know, part of the joy is the journey on the collecting, you know, finding that special item. And that's okay. Maybe that's just part of our process. I mean, I love shopping my studio for stuff when it's time to make. Like I spent, I don't know, a couple of hours sorting all my little stuff, filling my little containers here, which is what told me that I needed to, you know, use some of this stuff up. And the more I do that kind of, I don't know, you get in touch, you know, touching your materials. It is inspiring to me. People say, well, what do you do when, you know, you don't know what to do next? I go sort some of my materials. All right. I don't worry if I've got little threads that get caught that weren't part of this. It's all gonna jam together. I think I need bigger fuzzies. Nope, that's not a fuzzy. What do we got here? Yeah, Lori, I could probably claim that I was a hoarder in a past life too. But I prefer to think that I was a merchant. Of course, that might imply that I was actually selling stuff, which would mean that stuff was moving out of my place. And that's okay. I'm going to have a couple sales coming up here. All right. I play mind games on myself all the time. It has a big effect on me. I don't like that being that tall. I'm going to take some of that off. Yep, whatever brings you joy. That is exactly what I think. Oh, I like this. This is coming together. I want a few of these threads. Yeah, a little bit of dark brown in there. All right, so with the other needle. The hard thing is to not feel guilty when you have a whole bunch of something that you haven't used. At least for me, it's a hard thing for me not to feel guilty. I don't like guilt. Guilt is not productive. Is that going to stay? Make sure we're going to catch all of that. Yeah, mind games are really powerful. They can really help you convince your brain of other things. Hey, Lori. How are you doing today? What are you working on? You know, they say the mind can only hold one thought at a time. So, you know, your thoughts have got that power. Might as well be thinking the good stuff, right? However, telling my brain that I'm skinny is not working. So I suppose my mind isn't that powerful. Every time I do one of these, it's like, oh, this is my new favorite. Oh, this is my new favorite. Well, you know, you get out of your head, but you also get into your head just to, like I said, just to think, you know, the way you think about yourself and the way you think about what you're doing. You know, are you a hoarder or are you a merchant? Are you a collector? Discriminating collector. Hi, Leslie. Welcome from South Africa. So happy to have you join us. We have a few people in our Facebook group from South Africa. Forest floor. That is exactly. I always tell myself that it's like the fairies were running through the forest and their clothes got caught on all the branches. And these are all the leftover threads. My absolutely favorite thing to make, I think. And the wall hanging, oh my goodness, the wall hanging with this kind of stuff is really coming together. Now, see, you can also, let's see if I can reach my other thing without knocking the camera over. So those of you that are new here, you can. So here's a piece of bark I could totally add to this. Or you could add a stick. You could, you know, hook it onto a stick. You could put a stick over the front of it. You could add a bead. Here's a shark tooth. Something that bead's too big. Whoops. Could add a stone. Hey, Shoshi. How are you doing today? The link to the Facebook group should be in the description of this video. Terry posted a little bit earlier. Maybe she'll post it again. Hey, Debs. Yeah, I'm loving being able to use these things up. One of the other things I like to do, this was some of that acrylic, like spider web stuff that goes in the dollar store. It's not nice wool roving. You could use roving, but why not use the other stuff? And this is just a stick. And I can just kind of start wrapping it around the stick just to get a little bit of padding. And then this is from, if you get upholstery samples, these were like the handles, and I just pulled that apart. So I could just start adding things to this stick. What else have we got that we can add in there? Get a little bit thicker. You could just grab some threads, all your stuff that's just sitting on your desk. I don't like this fat thread, but I can use it to kind of hold some of that stuff in. You're adding more birch bark to your paper pockets. Nice. I love birch bark. Waiting for the trees across the street to drop some more for me. Had a friend send me some. Thank you, Cherry. And I don't have any of my wire handy, but look at how just wrapping that, all that stuff that's sitting on your desk, just wrapping it around a stick. And then if you had some wire or some gold thread, just to give you an idea. Okay, this is just embroidery floss. You could make it as thick as you wanted. You could bunch it together and make it like a bead, break off your stick. So that's just to give you some ideas. All right. Let's see what else we can do here. A piece of lace that wants my seam ripper. Yeah, you take the droppings. You do not peel it away from the tree. Absolutely. There you go. Terry posted the link to the Facebook group. We're a small group. We're just about 350 people. All about the story we're creating. Yep. It just looks so much better when you tackle it with the seam ripper for this sort of thing. Sometimes you want perfect lace, and sometimes you don't. Leslie said, I've just done an altered book from the early 1900s, used the lots of dyed gauze, bandages, moss, some eco-dyed cloth with embroidery. Shoshi, I did not know that. Shoshi in Hebrew is Susan. Oh, wow. I had no idea. Leslie, I love using the gauze. And in fact, I use gauze to wipe up paint. Yeah, I hope you'll join the group, Leslie. We would love to see your book. And if you have any social media channels, please post them here, and Terry will share them with all of us. Stitch, Sister Stitch. Okay. I will let you in when I'm off of here. I'm the only one that opens the door over there. And see, if something breaks off like this, I'm okay with that, because that might be just the thing I want to use, you know, on something else. I'm not liking those colors together. What do we need? We need something else. Which ones are one of these things? Most of these things don't go together. That's okay. That might be a little better. That green is just not quite right. What else do we have here? Yeah, I've got a video too over on my channel that shows like wrapping sticks with your leftover threads. If you just take, this was I think a placemat I took apart. And you can just take all your leftover threads and wrap them around in all the different colors, and that comes out really neat. There's like I said, there's a short video on my channel about how to do that. All right, those of you, thank you that are joining. Just be patient. I can't do it while I'm live here, and I'm the only person over there doing that. Stitch Sister Stitch. Ooh, that sounds like a great account. You know, think about what you name something. It really does have an impact. Terry, did you post Joshi's channel yet? If not, if you could do that, please, so that people that have not seen her beautiful Silk Road book can go over and take a look at it. Let's see, what else are we going to need there? We need some more lace. Where's some more lace? I hope everybody's following Terry. She is so amazing to give up her chat time to share all of your stuff here. I have bases for several books waiting to be put together so that I can get back to them. 2 of them are possible commissions. 1 is an order. Hey, Barbara. Ooh, massage sounds great. How are you doing today? What have you been up to? All right, let's see what we have here. I'm going to want something long in the back, huh? I already know that. I know what container I want. Oh, bother. Can't find it. Maybe it's in this one. I thought I'd done such a good job of sorting all my stuff out, and now I can't find what that's what I wanted was this. Close enough. This will do, I think. Looks like a hunting tool. Combination of your mom and dad's names. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, come on now, cooperate here. All right. Really doesn't matter what order we put these on. I always make it feels like it should, but it really doesn't. Shoshia, you're sitting there stitching while you're hanging out. I look forward to every time you post a picture. I get so inspired by your work. Trying to remember not to leave everything in the middle. Don't want everything just perfectly balanced. I like it a little off center because I'm a little off center sometimes. Oh, maybe that's the bottom. That way. I mean, it doesn't matter until I actually get to the point of putting it on something. All right, there we go. Oh, 100 Days of Zentangles. Wow. My hand shakes too much for Zentangles anymore. We're all mad and off center. That's what makes us artists. You're right, Shauna. That's it. We are all like-minded souls here. Thank you, Terry. There's Shoshi's channel, and if you have not seen her absolutely exquisite Silk Road book, I recommend that you go over and take a look at it. If you love textiles, you'll want to reach through the screen and touch it. Anybody else do that? I mean, I make something that's just so tactile, and I just want to pet it all the time. Yeah, using the seam ripper can just really alter the look of the fabric and the lace in a way that is very pleasing to me. I know Corey in the group, the art archaeologist, she's been posting a Zentangle a day for the 100 days. I don't know the details about it. Maybe Barbara can share. Yeah. I know, Shauna, so addicting, right? Oh, gosh, I'm in love with each of these. Ah, there we go, Janet. Cindy Pelly, the tireless tangler, has done 100 days for 3 years. Shoshi, Terry just posted Shoshi's link to her channel, and she has an absolutely beautiful book called The Silk Road. Her textile work is just phenomenal. Thank you, Leslie. I love the way you murder the fabric. Yep, that's it. Got to make it mine, right? I've got to make it mine. And again, you know, when it goes to, you know, like if I was going to put it on a larger piece, probably wouldn't put it on that. I might put it on something like this. I could do a lot of things with it. I could put, you know, some beads in there. I could put it at the bottom of a page if it was in a book. These are just things to get started. And I'll stitch them more, you know, when they go to go into whatever project they are. This is just to kind of hold all my little pieces together for right now. Terry does not have a YouTube channel. You can find her on Instagram. She shares sometimes in our Facebook group, and then she has an Etsy shop. But she is posting some of her beautiful things over on Instagram. Shoshi, people want to know, how long did it take you to make the Silk Road book? Oh, looky here. These are just so much fun. So much fun. Look at people. I want it to be known. 1 green, 3 brown. I did not automatically go right to green. All right, let's see. Oh, I should be able to get a couple more done, right? I need a base. That is really green. So if we're going to do really green, let's go really green. A good time to use this. Oh, Barbara's got a new video going live today about 3 p.m. Awesome. We can check it out. Shauna's going to go live on her channel a little bit. Yeah, isn't Shoshi's book amazing? It's just, you know, I keep going back over it, and she's a big inspiration to me. Shoshi and Beatrice Helton. Oh, you're going to go live. Okay. Wait a minute. So, okay. Well, I had to even it out. I didn't want the greens to feel left out since I'd done so much with the brown. Yeah, so Barbara's going to be publishing a new video this afternoon, and Shauna is going to be going live this afternoon. So you can do all the fun stuff. I'm going to be diving into my stuff this afternoon. This is my last social thing that I have to do until next Tuesday. So I will only be talking to my husband and my dog for the next few days so I can get in. Oh, thank you, Shoshi. That's very high praise coming from you. I appreciate that. See, now my problem with this one is it's so white. So we're going to see if I can do this really bright. This is not something I would normally do to go to the really bright stuff. We'll see what happens. Is the dog better? You know, sometimes she is. I mean, my husband's a great conversationalist, but I'm such an introvert, Shauna, that it just drains me. So I had 2 social things yesterday and 2 today. And it was like, you know, I'm ready for a few days of quiet. Just really like the quiet. Put on some music and work. And because, you know, I'm just, the older I get, the slower I move. So I just really need to be able to concentrate. Really trying to finish off a bunch of projects. I want to get back to the lace book, which is where I think some of these browns are going to land. Yeah, Dina, I knew you would love it. Knew it. This green is from a shirt I got at Goodwill, and normally I dye it and get a little bit deeper green. So this is definitely a challenge. And when you murder the fabric, you also soften the really bright colors a little bit. Now I could come back over this with some sprays and change the colors if I want. But again, until I decide what project they're going to go in, it's not as big of a deal. So see, I can get 2 different looks. I can put the green on top of the white, or I can put the white on top of the green. Oh, I like that. I like that because then we already know we can tone that down. Yeah, decompress after being sociable. Yep, that's it. Oh, good. So your person received the last heart. It just changes everything, doesn't it, Barbara? It just changes everything. And I used to be afraid to do that. It was like, oh, I'm going to ruin it. And, you know, what am I going to do? And it's going to look horrible. It's like, well, okay. So, you know, it's not like I don't have more of this lying around, right? What do we think? Do we want to put some a little too? This is another kind of lining. I love lining fabrics. Oh, Barbara, you might know. You know your fabrics. This was the lining inside a shirt I bought. And I'm trying to understand what kind of material it is. It's got very tight weave, but holes, I don't know. And I would like to figure out what kind of fabric it is so I can see if I can buy some that I can dye in various colors because I don't have that much of that lining left. Oh, yeah, it works great with paper too. Oh, it was a surprise. Oh, that's nice. And I'm sure she loved the heart. Your comfort hearts are beautiful. My book embellishments, lovely to have you join us, and I will look to let you into the Facebook group when I'm off here about 1:30. Took about 3 months for Shoshi to make her book, The Silk Road. I am not surprised. Yeah, you know, it's all, you know, unless you're doing like commercial work, I mean, pretty much it's all a gamble to see what it's going to turn out like. and try not to stress over it. All right, this needs something in here. So I could build up the green more, but I don't think so. I think it needs to be toned down a little bit. And that might be too dark. And that's just it. It's just all play. It is all playtime. Black, no, definitely not that. Oh, nope, the brown. This will be the dilemma. What do we want? Oh, here's another fabric I love. There's a lot of these. I use these on my book text journals. There's a couple videos on those. But it's organza or the fake organza, the polyester stuff. And, oh, it does look like seaweed. That's a good call. And it frays really, really well. That's too dark. This has a little bit of sparkle. That might be good. A little bit of a red. Ooh, I like that. What else can we add in there? I don't know why I didn't grab the scissors. And we want some threads. What kind of oh, and a fuzzy. We need a fuzzy. I totally forgot I had my fuzzy stuff here. Maybe a long fuzzy. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, you just keep playing until you love it. That's right. And some of this stuff frays really easily and frays really fluffy, and some of it just separates, and it's just all good. And I kind of like it when it doesn't go perfect. You know, you get kind of like these knotty sections in it. And this stuff, you can make it into the fuzzies and then hit it with your sprays too to get the different colors and then stitch it down. And that kind of holds a different texture. Main thing I try to do is make sure I get the ends separated. The rest of it can be kind of stuck together. I think I'm going to cut the little loops, get more edges. Barbie, I'm glad you're learning things. Ooh, Shauna, can't wait to see it. Cannot wait to see it. Green with a textile. You are so prolific, girl. Hey, Diane, how are you? All right, let's see. This one's going to go back a little farther, and see, this is going to tone down the white a little more too. Oh, I'm liking this a lot. Where's Linda today? I might have lost my needle. Don't think I was smart enough to put them both back in there. So somewhere on this desk is my needle with the white thread. Doggone it. Hopefully I will find it since I just found my other needle the other day. All right, get some thread. Hey, Doreen. How are you doing? Oh, I'm glad that you're learning some stuff, and I'm happy to share anything that I know that might help anybody else out. You know, I really believe that we should all be knowledge sharers. I don't think there's anything to be gained by hoarding our knowledge. The world is a richer place when we can all share. That's my 2 cents. I love that certain combinations make you think of me, Shauna. That's sweet. I want a little something in the front there to kind of keep my lace or keep my threads not necessarily hidden, but a little less. The one thing that I love about the seam ripper is it's a great way to attack the lace that feels kind of stiff. And it feels different. Once you do something like that to it, it feels a little different. No, that's not right. That just does not look right. Well, we'll see what the white thread looks like. I might need to put something else over it. I mean, there's a lot of people that don't feel like, and I understand, if you're doing like a paid class, you have to be careful, about sharing the stuff that you've learned in that class, and maybe that's your livelihood. There's certain things that you don't necessarily share, but there are a lot of things that you can share without having an impact on your own income. And I don't know. I just want the world to share their knowledge. If I know something that can help somebody else, and somebody else is going to know something that can help me down the road. Even if it just makes you think, about what you're doing a little differently. It's also why I do my happies at the end of every day. What made me happy that day? What are the things I noticed that made me feel more alive? So this one's going to be wonderfully floppy. It does need something. It wants something. And I think maybe I want actual threads, not fuzzies. Not the pink. Get the pink out. Not a lot, just a little bit. Just a little tiny bit. Oh, mermaid, if you're going to do something with mermaid stuff, we need to chat, Shauna. So this came off. Shoshi says, I wish I had more time to create and deal only with art. My main job is as a director and producer of documentaries, which takes me many hours of work. Yeah, the small amount of editing I do with YouTube, which is really poor editing, I'm not good at it. I know I'm not good at it. I admire the time, not to say anything about it takes so much to do the story and find the right way to tell a particular story, but the time that goes into the editing and producing the kind of work that you do, Shoshi, is very intensive. And I know you also are not dealing with easy topics either. So you've got the emotional stuff to deal with. Yeah, she is a brilliantly creative woman, that's for sure. Yeah, I'll send you a message, Shauna, in 2 weeks. Well, I'm going to send you a message. And sometimes my stitches are just willy-nilly all over the place. Yeah, time it's a factor for all of us in different ways. I mean, I'm just slow. And I'm, embracing the slow a lot more lately. At my age, everything's slow, and that's okay. But I'm grateful to be able to do this. I'm happy to be able to spend Wednesdays here with you. right, this is still not quite right, but it's okay. Sometimes these things aren't finished until they decide where they're going to live and what project. I don't know that I have anything in my, let's see here. Where did I put the, let's see. I mean, I could even take a smaller one and put in the center. Piece of coral, since we said it was like seaweed. Brother, sun, sister, moon, do your work slowly. Ooh, I do not know that one, Barbara. I think I need to go check that out. I think I need to not worry about that right now, right? Although this little bit of sorry fuzz. Water. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Diane. Thank you, Terry. So Nettie's trying to make decisions about what to print out for the altered book she's going to be working on. Do few things, but do them well. Heartfelt work goes purely. I love that, Barbara. Thank you. That's why I'm really trying to push myself to get more of the D-stash work done, because I know when my space is filled with the things that I want to use in my work, I get much more excited about going into work. Let's knock this one off and see. I do hope I find my other needle when I'm done here. I was so happy about finding a third one. Okay, and see when I have these little loops that are still left in the threads after it's shown on. Okay, Shauna, I will send you a message later. If you don't hear from me, ping me, and so remind me mermaid talk, okay? Oh, dang, yeah. See, it looks so much better when I cut the loops off. And I think there's a loop right here that needs to go. Yeah, so this one, maybe I'll end up with a shell or something in the center. All right, can't do an even number. Need to do one more so I can have 5 for today. Oh, wait a minute. Did I do 5? I did do 5. Well, I guess we will have an odd number or an even number. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 now. I guess we'll go for 6. Can I do one more quickie? We'll see. And then I will begin the search for my missing needle. It's really sad when you have favorite needles and you lose one. I'm glad to see you working on it slowly, though, Janet, because that means that you are enjoying using the mermaid kit. I love the way they've been doing the Zentangles on some of the pages. I just think, I hadn't thought about that, and it adds so much. All right, let's see. Who's going to go on the back? That one's going to go on the back. Let's do a little bit of an angle. Not so perfect. Let's just see what all we have just hanging around right here. Doodling takes time. It does. Well, I inherited my mom's needles, my grandmother's needles, my husband's grandmother needles, and thread and stuff like that. And the needles, I dumped them all together. And I had bought some needles. So it's just all one giant mess. And I don't know enough about needles to be able to find find out what kind they are so that I can identify, the size and what have you. All right, I hope somebody mentions the brothers, sun, sister, moon in the group so that I don't forget, because I'll forget by the time we get off of here. I need a dangly something. Oh, I have an itchy ear. All right, so here's a perfect flower, little flower, but we're going to destroy it. Diane, you might come to California next year. Oh, wow. Got to be careful. Thank you, Barbara. I would appreciate that. It sounds like something I would enjoy. I don't know the movie. Trying so hard not to stab myself with a seam ripper. I really need to have like some welding gloves on that hand. Yeah, hopefully things will have settled down by the time you travel. As it is, I'm not going anywhere still. Well, I did manage to stab myself pretty good there. Oh, well, don't work on anything white right now, so I'm not bleeding on it. Just don't want those perfect edges. Whereabouts in California will you go, Diane? Or do you know? Wish I had another one of these flowers here so we could compare the two, but I just love them so much more when they're chopped up. Maybe just part of it. No, might be too big for there. I might need to save that for another one. Definitely want to put some darker green things on it. Hard to believe that 2 hours ago, all my little containers were all nice and neat. Tea bag strings. All right. And maybe something at the back. A little bigger. You are welcome, Shoshi. I think you might be a little bit out of sync with the rest of us. I don't know time-wise. Oh, thank you, Terry. Your brother lives near Fresno. Ah. Okay. List of aliases. That's great. I love it. All right. Ooh, I like that. I like that. After all that, I'm going to end up with more green than brown, I think. Or maybe, yeah. A little bit of lace still left that we can maybe tuck in there. All right. Needle. Oh, you're driving all the way down to Pismo. Wow.
Yeah, it's just impossible.
Now, I'm in the Santa Cruz Mountains. I'm still not quite brave enough to go out and about. Book group wanted to meet in person next month, but I think I'm still really wanting to meet on Zoom. Okay, Leslie, thank you for joining us. Sweet dreams to you. And I will open the door to the Facebook group to you as soon as I get off of here. And we will look forward to seeing your projects in there. Happy to meet you. I am just about done here. I'm gonna get this one stitched up and then I will be done for the day. Yeah, this is going to go on to the lace. Some of these are going to go onto the lace book for sure. I was going to ask you, Shoshi, what you start, if you have a preferred thing you like to start your books with. Do you a base for your base pages? Oh, you just want to be on the beach. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing maybe a Zoom event. Always when I'm just about ready to knot off, I always pull the threads right out of the needle. Never fails. Whoops. Guess that piece of lace decided it did not want to go on there. Okay, Nettie, take care. It was happy to have you here with us for a little bit today. Needs something. It wants something right there. I still think that might, well, maybe it's not too big. Add a little something else over the top so it's not quite so in your face. Yeah, I'm just about done. I just want to get this one closed off and then we'll take a look at what we managed to do today. It's more productive than I thought it was going to be. The power of 3 cups of coffee this morning, 3 very large cups of coffee. So some of you that came in after I had been going for a little while, you might feel a little out of sync when I sign off here. That's what I was thinking about, Sharon, to do a crafty Zoom. I was trying to think of something I could offer you guys that would be special to make it worth a Zoom. So don't feel ignored if you came in late and you're listening to the rest of this and I am no longer here, because when you come in and I've already started, if you don't zip forward to get caught up with everything in the live chat, you are a little bit out of sync. Sharon, that's sweet. Thank you. And thank you, Diane. Just like to, we'll see. All right, I like that better now that I just tucked that little flower under there. Let's see. So clean off this space here so we can see what we did today. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops. 6. There we go. Yep, I'm all done for now, Barbie, so you're not going to miss anything. I am happy to have gotten 6 of these done. Really enjoyed having you all hang out with me. Yeah, these are going to be a lot of fun to use. I will see you guys in the group. I will see you guys next Wednesday, same time, same channel. Go out and make some amazing art. Be kind to one another and share your knowledge, because there's somebody out there just waiting to learn something that you can share with them. Oh, thank you so much for all the kind words. I appreciate it. Bye-bye, everybody. See you next week.